let's just get going because I've been like pushing this further and further. The more that what am I saying? Okay. What's up, guys? It's your boy Incan Photo Writer coming at you from Durham again. I just wanted to add a note. First of all, I wanted to thank everybody who's like supporting me on this channel. My channel has actually grown exponentially since I began. I began with 0, now I'm at 20 subscribers. That to me is exponentially a growth. So, to that being said, I want to just thank you all for subscribing, liking my stuff. Please leave a comment. And a good thing that you guys can do that I always appreciate is just watching the whole entire video. It just helps a lot, especially with the growth and my ability to pop in the YouTube search, because that's currently my goal. I want to just get good enough that people can come from YouTube searching, like that I'm not spamming your inboxes and stuff. You all know my family. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate this. And Mom, if you're watching, there are now subtitles in Spanish, so just turn them on. If you don't know, ask Kathy or somebody in the family to do that for you, and you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. Now in Spanish, Madrecita, solamente quiero que sepa que he puesto subtítulos en español. So cuando quiera o si puede, pregúntale a alguien que le ayude, así pueden poner los subtítulos en su celular y así usted puede ver lo que estoy diciendo en español, puede leer, mantenerse con la historia y bueno, así seguir lo que estoy diciendo, ¿me entiende? Pero también quiero que aprendas inglés, so así me puedes escuchar y puedes aprender, mami, ¿ok? Cuídese, mamacita. And let's just get started, yeah? So now, let's get on with this review. And you guys know the structure, but first, yeah, let's get this, huh? Welcome back, guys. So yeah, I hopped on my bike pretty quick there, and yes, this is what it feels like to ride a bike. This is the point of vision that I have every single time. It's glorious, it's fantastic. So hopefully you guys out there who are thinking about purchasing a bike will do so, and I really hope that these videos can help you make that decision. Number one reason why this bike is so great for somebody who wants to begin. So I hear this all the time. My friends purchase bikes that were just too big for them. One of the things that you want to develop when you're riding bikes is your ability to control the clutch and control the throttle. When you have a really big bike, it is far more sensitive. So if you press too hard or you go like way too tight on the throttle, you can power wheelie. And I've actually had a couple friends who power wheelie themselves into broken legs, and nobody wants broken leg, guys. Number one reason why this bike is so great, it will not break your legs. Number two, so this is not a technical aspect of the bike, but it is part of the build. You see, the center of gravity on this bike is fairly not too high, not too low. It's like at I would say like about 2 or maybe 3 feet from the ground, which makes it really nimble. It is not a light bike. It is made out of like all iron, basically. Well, it's not all iron, but it's basically steel. So because of that, it's surprising that it is quite smooth to get in and out of lanes. So one of my favorite things about this bike is that it sort of handles sporty. It reminds me a lot about like when I think about a cafe racer and what they were designed to do, which was to get in between really small alleys, or to drive through the city by cutting through areas that are not necessarily meant to drive through. So because of that, they had to have some like almost like an off-road feel to them, and this bicycle has that nimbleness that off-road bikes give you, or for that matter sport bikes. Now again, it is not quite as powerful as a sport bike, but it does have a punch. So number two reason. Numero 3. This bike is such a great bike for beginners or anybody who wants to make it to and from work as a commuter bike, because now this is not something you guys will be able to actually read off of any specs off of the bike, but I can tell you a personal experience. When I first purchased this bike, I could actually not ride because I did not have my certification. It took me a long time to actually get it. The main reason was because I did not have the money. At the time that I could have gotten the certification to ride, I was going through a transition period in my life, so I had to spend the money on the transition. Therefore, the bike had to wait. I actually didn't have a place to park it, so it was left out in the rain for about a year. I know I'm gonna get killed. You guys are gonna kill me. Anybody who rides out there, if you leave your bike outside without covering it, you're an asshole. You do not deserve a bike. I did that, so I will actually go ahead and take it. I am an asshole for doing that to my bike, but I had to. I was broke. Nonetheless, I come back to it about a year after, right? It's parked in my sister's house. I come back after a year, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go get the battery because I'm gonna have to recharge it. This thing is gonna be dead. I go put in the key just in case, and ipso facto, I don't think that's real, like the actual term, but nonetheless, I turn it on, and this thing is turned on, and now I'm riding it. And I have to say, that moment right there was more than enough for me to become a Royal Enfield fanatic. Because if a bike can stay idle for a year without riding, and on top of that, doesn't break down, and it gives you a whole year of like riding pleasure without a single issue, my friend, that is a bike you should ride. So yeah, those are the top 3 reasons why I think this motorcycle is fantastic for those who want to make it into motorcycle riding. And I do encourage anybody out there who wants to make the jump to go ahead and do so. Remember, you only have one life. What's the point of living it not doing exactly what you want to do? Number 1 and most important reason to live is to do exactly that, guys. Now, that does not mean go and do drugs. It means go and do the things that you want to do that are feasible to do, not that are detrimental. This is your boy Incan Photo Rider signing off. Hopefully you guys found this video useful in some way. If not, that's fine. I hope to make more useful videos on the line. And if you did find this video useful, please like the video, subscribe if you want to, hit the little bell to see if you get a notification anytime I post, and stay tuned. I will be posting 1 video per week for the next foreseeable time. So remember, stay tuned every Sunday for a video on what's going on with my bike or any projects that I got going on. I'm going to try to help you guys in any way I can, so I will always bring forward something useful. So stay tuned, take care of yourself, and most importantly, stay safe, guys. Peace out.